Hey everybody, welcome back to the Jersey Zone. Yesterday, the 2024 Stadium Series jerseys were finally revealed. I know a lot of people were really waiting on these jerseys, and it was probably one of the more anticipated jersey reveals that I've seen in a while. I just constantly saw people asking when they were going to be released, when we were going to be able to see them, if there was going to be any leaks, and just all of those questions. Well, we finally got our answers yesterday. I'm not going to waste any more of your time since I am a little bit late on this video, so before we do take a look at these jerseys, if you guys are new to the channel and you like hockey jersey content, please make sure to subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Okay, I'm going to start off by taking a look at the Devils jersey, and then we'll do the Flyers, Islanders, and finally the Rangers. I'll probably put timestamps in the description if you guys want to skip ahead. But with this Devils jersey here, my initial reaction to it was, yeah, it looks pretty good. I wasn't really wowed by this jersey, but it's not like I dislike it either. My favorite part about this one, though, is the actual crest itself. So it is your standard New Jersey Devils logo with the NJ, but it is removing the circle that's usually placed behind it. And I really like that a lot. It cleans up the logo a lot better, and you can make the logo look a lot bigger as well. So I think that is great. And honestly, I would love if they did that on their current home and away jerseys, because yeah, I feel like the circle is a little bit pointless, and it just looks a lot better this way in my eyes. I do also like the shoulder yoke on this jersey. The striping is pretty okay. I'm just not really a huge fan of the fact that it's only red and black. I would like a third color in there just to spice it up a little bit. I think that is my biggest issue with this jersey. You know, without that third color, it comes off feeling a little bit bland in my eyes, but we can go on to our next picture here and we can see just kind of, you know, the side of the jersey. We can see that Stadium Series patch, which on this jersey does kind of look a little bit small. Not quite too sure if it's just the angle itself or if that is really how it's going to look on the jersey. I'm not really quite too sure why that really caught my eye, but yeah, it looks very strange. We do also see the numbers on the sleeves here, just in the upper half of the arm. That looks, you know, kind of standard with Stadium Series jerseys, right? And then we can take a look at the back, and it is the all black numbers like it was on the sleeve, and an all black name there. So yeah, for me, I just wish there was a little bit more color on this jersey. I just don't really love the two-tone aspect of it personally, but it's not like I think it is a bad-looking jersey, just one that I don't love. Now let's take a look at the Philadelphia Flyers jersey, and I gotta say, I love this one. I think it is super, super nice. You just have that little bit of black stripe there, and then the bigger orange stripe, the one solid orange stripe at the bottom, and then of course, your classic Philadelphia Flyers logo. I think this jersey is super, super clean. I've seen some people not really be a huge fan of this one. You know, they're saying that the Flyers played it a little bit too safe, that it's a little bit too boring, and I can see that perspective. You know, this isn't really too much of a Stadium Series jersey. It doesn't really give off those vibes because in most cases, the Stadium Series jerseys are like all out, crazy looking jerseys. This is not that. Like, this is a very just kind of regular Flyers jersey. If you told me that this was just an alternate or a reverse retro 2.0 jersey or an away jersey, I would be like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I do kind of agree that the Flyers played this one a little bit safe, and I knock off a couple of points of this jersey just because it doesn't really have that Stadium Series feel to it, but I still really like this one a lot. Let's go on to the back of the jersey, and my favorite part about this one is actually the fact that the black stripe goes across where the nameplate is, and so it kind of holds the letters there of the name. I absolutely love that. I think that is super, super sick. I mean, that is the most wild aspect of this jersey. Not Minnesota wild, of course, you know, crazy wild. But yeah, I like that aspect a lot. I think that is super neat. And then you have the orange numbers, which honestly, I really like a lot. I think those orange numbers look super, super sick on this jersey. It's not super special, but I just think it looks really nice. Let's go on to our next picture so we can see that the numbers are on the shoulders on this jersey, which means that the Stadium Series patch does have to move onto the sleeve. You know, this happens quite a number of times. I know that the one that sticks out in my mind is the 2018 Stadium Series jersey for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They had those shoulder numbers, so that Stadium Series patch moved onto the sleeve. I think the orange stripe there holds the patch pretty well. And then our last picture here is just a very close-up image of the logo itself, and you can kind of see that there is an extra detail in this logo. There's basically an extra layer of black there, and I think that makes the logo look really, really nice. I'll zoom into a picture that has the full logo, so it's not really going to be super high quality, but you can see the extra layer of black there really gives this logo a ton of depth, and it kind of makes the P in the Flyers logo a lot more prominent. I think most times the P in the Flyers logo is somewhat hidden, like you can still kind of see it, but I think most people might miss it. Here, I think it just makes it look so much more obvious, so I honestly really like that aspect of these Flyers jerseys. I think they make the jersey just look so much better, so I really do like these Flyers jerseys a lot. Like I said, not really super Stadium Series vibes, but I still think they look great. So those two teams will be playing each other in one of the Stadium Series games, so this is what the jersey matchup is going to look like, and I like that a lot. I think these two jerseys are going to look fantastic going up against each other. I cannot wait for this game. But now let's move on to the New York Islanders Stadium Series jersey, and Oh boy, this jersey sucks. I don't like any aspect of this jersey at all. I hate every single part. I do not like the colors on this jersey. I do not like the big stripe on this jersey. And I hate that word mark there, that nickname word mark. I think it just looks absolutely awful. A lot of people have been saying that this jersey is kind of just a combination of the Edmonton Oilers 3rd jersey and the Nashville Predators 2022 Stadium Series jersey, so that Smashville jersey. And the thing is I hate both of those jerseys. I do not like either of them. I think the colors on those Oilers 3rd jerseys just look awful together. I just don't think they work well. And with that Smashville jersey, well, I don't like word marks. The one thing that I can give that Smashville jersey though is that it is something different. You know, the letters are kind of wild and wacky, and it says Smashville on the front. Like, at least that is like kind of cool, right? With this Islanders jersey though, it is so boring. First of all, you know, I don't like the Isles on the front because A, it is a word mark, and B, it is a nickname as well. It's one of those like Bolts and Sens and Canes. I despise those jerseys. I really do not like those jerseys whatsoever. So the Isles in just plain font here, I hate it. Like, I find it just so pointless, honestly. The only thing that I can kind of give this jersey that I somewhat like is the numbers on the back there. I do like that they're outlined in the orange. You know, it kind of makes them pop a little bit. So I like that aspect, but outside of that, not a fan of this one whatsoever. You do have the Islanders logo just as a shoulder patch on the left side, which means that the Stadium Series patch is going to be going on the right. But yeah, I despise these things. I really do. I just do not like them whatsoever. I think they're awful. And lastly, we have the New York Rangers Stadium Series jersey. Now, if you told me what this jersey was going to look like in my head without actually seeing it, I would think that I would hate this one because it is, once again, a word mark. It's an abbreviated version of just the New York Rangers. Of course, you know, just NYR. So it's not really like a nickname, but it kind of is at the same time. So I feel like I should really dislike this jersey, at least the logo on the front or the word mark on the front. But I kind of don't, and I honestly kind of like it. I've been trying to think of why I don't mind this word mark as much as I think I should, and the only reasons that I could come up with is A, the striping really helps it out a lot. I love the striping on this jersey, you know, just with that blue, a little bit of white stripe, then the red, going back to white, and then the all blue down to the cuffs there. I think that looks great. The second reason, though, is the way that the logo, or the word mark, I should say, is colorized. So usually on the New York Rangers away jerseys, with the Rangers text going down the front, it is blue letters with that red drop shadow. Here, it's just the opposite of that, and I think this looks a lot better. On the regular away, especially with that number kit, sometimes it hurts my eyes if I look at it long enough. With this jersey here, I don't think that's going to be the case. You know, the red with the blue drop shadow, I think just works perfectly. So yeah, I don't love the word mark here, but I definitely don't mind it. It's one of the better ones in my eyes. That being said, though, I would have preferred an actual logo, specifically the Lady Liberty on the front. I think the Lady Liberty on the front of this jersey would look magnificent. I think I would absolutely adore this jersey if that was the case. Now, I kind of understand why they don't want to go in that direction because they have used the Lady Liberty twice in recent years with both of the reverse retros. So I get not really wanting to go back to that well and doing something a little bit different. And also, this is a Stadium Series jersey, so they want to go all out. They want to do something different, and an abbreviation on the front of a jersey is something different. You know, I don't think any other team has ever done that before, so I like that aspect. I like that they tried something new, and I think it works a decent amount. Like, at least for me, as someone who is a word mark hater, the fact that I don't mind this says quite a bit, I would say. So yeah, anyways, like I mentioned, I do really like the striping on this jersey. We can move on to the back here, and we can see the numbers. So yeah, I really like the numbers like it is on the front there. I like the red with the blue backdrop. So I do think the customization kit on this jersey looks really nice. Our next picture here, though, we can see a little bit of the shoulder patch on the left-hand side. It looks like that is going to be the Shield logo on the left. On the right-hand side, that is going to be where the Stadium Series patch is going to be. The interesting thing about all of these jerseys, though, is they do have the new Adidas logo, which we've only seen on the Reverse Retro 2.0 jerseys. They haven't used them on any other jersey, at least as far as I'm aware, so that's kind of interesting, right? You know, of course, these are probably going to be the last jerseys that we see from Adidas. I'm thinking if there is going to be any other, and I can't think of one as of right now. The only one that I can think of that we haven't seen an official reveal yet is that Tampa Bay Lightning 3rd jersey. Maybe there's another one that's just slipping my mind right now, but yeah, interesting that they are using that new Adidas logo. But yeah, I like this Rangers jersey actually quite a bit. I think it looks really, really nice. So now we can take a look at the jersey matchup in between these two teams. So it's going to be very interesting because technically they are both word mark jerseys, but they are on opposite ends of the spectrum in my eyes. On one side, you have the New York Islanders jersey, which is like bottom 3 in the league right now. I think it is just so bad. I really do not like it. And with that Rangers one, it's almost perfect in my eyes. The only thing that I don't love is the word mark, but I still like it a decent amount. I think it's better than a lot of word marks. You know, it's definitely one of the higher ones. So yeah, it's a jersey matchup, that is for sure. It's definitely going to be interesting to see that one. Now, one more thing that is kind of interesting about the New York Rangers jersey is the uniform itself. So obviously, we don't know what any of the uniforms are going to look like, but with the Rangers one, it appears like they might be wearing a red helmet. The reason that we know that is a sweater online here basically shows a red helmet with the NYR going down it, and it has the Stadium Series kind of stuff all over it. So it's possible that they might be wearing red helmets with this jersey. I don't know if that's going to look particularly great, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now, if I was going to rank these jerseys, the Flyers one is definitely my favorite, but the Rangers one is still pretty close behind that one. Then there is a fairly significant gap to third place, which is the Devils, and then just a canyon going down all the way to the Islanders one, which, you know, like I said, I just really don't like that one whatsoever. Once again, like I did with that Sharks jersey, I put up a poll on my YouTube channel as well as my Instagram asking you guys which one was your favorite. On YouTube, it got 186 votes. The Rangers won that one with 43% of the vote. Devils came in second place with 35%, Flyers at 18%, and the Islanders at 4%. On Instagram, it got 45 votes. 51% said the Rangers was the best one. Devils came in second place again at 27, Flyers in third at 20, and so that means that the Islanders are once again in last place at 2%. So both channels here, the Instagram as well as the YouTube, had the exact same ranking, which is very, very interesting. It appears that most people like the Devils jersey a little bit more than I do, and I like that Flyers jersey a little bit more than most people do. But anyways, am I going to buy any of these jerseys? Probably not, honestly. I'm not really expecting to, that is for sure. You know, if they were to go on sale for very cheap, then I would pick them up. But, you know, even if they went on sale for like $100 Canadian, I probably wouldn't grab any. The only ones that I would be semi-interested in is the Flyers and the Rangers one. So even though, like, I did really like both of those jerseys, I'm just not really looking to get them, honestly. Like, I'm fine with just looking at them and saying, yep, I like them. I think they're cool. But yeah, I don't really need them in my collection. So anyways, that is going to do it for me. Let me know what you guys think about these jerseys in the comments down below. And if you guys like the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, follow me on all my social medias. But that is going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.